She was burned without a trial, by no one. The year is 1662. The biting winds of early spring whip through the rural hamlets of the French Pyrenees. Life here is a tapestry, woven with hardship, piety, and ancient superstition. Midwives, women versed in the secrets of birth and herbal remedies, occupy a precarious position, respected for their skills, yet eyed with suspicion as keepers of knowledge deemed too close to the old ways. One such woman was Marie Barthélemy, a midwife from the village of Aulus-les-Bains. She was known for her gentle hands, her knowledge of healing herbs, and a quiet strength that belied her small stature. Then one morning, the unthinkable happened. Villagers awoke to find a smoldering pyre in the center of the village square, the air thick with the stench of burnt flesh. The charred remains were undeniably human and quickly identified as those of Marie Barthélemy. But here's the chilling anomaly. No trial, no pronouncement of guilt, no official decree of execution. She was simply gone. Who could commit such an act? And why would they go to such lengths to conceal their involvement, or indeed, any rationale for the crime? The local authorities, more accustomed to dealing with stray livestock than mysterious deaths, were baffled. The absence of any formal accusation was unprecedented. Had Marie been accused of witchcraft, as whispered by some of the more superstitious villagers, a trial, however biased, would have been mandatory. The church, too, remained strangely silent. The priest, Father Dubois, a man known for his fire and brimstone sermons, offered only vague pronouncements about divine justice and the dangers of consorting with the devil. An investigation, if it could even be called that, began. Villagers were questioned, their faces etched with fear and suspicion. No one confessed. No one admitted to seeing anything. No one seemed to know anything. The silence was deafening, broken only by the rustling of leaves and the bleating of sheep. But amidst the fearful whispers, one name surfaced repeatedly, that of Jean-Luc, the village woodcutter, and a man known to be at odds with Marie over a land dispute, and rumors of her helping his wife to induce a miscarriage after he refused her more children. Did he hold a grudge strong enough to turn to murder? Then came the first, truly bizarre twist. The village idiot, a simple-minded boy named Pierre, began muttering about shadows and men in black. Initially dismissed as the ramblings of a fool, Pierre's words took on a sinister significance when he started drawing symbols in the dirt symbols that bore an uncanny resemblance to those found in ancient grimoires, books of magic, and incantations. He claimed the men in black had forced him to gather wood for the pyre, threatening him with unspeakable horrors if he disobeyed. He didn't know why. He sobbed, only that they were powerful men. Their faces, hidden by wide-brimmed hats, could Pierre be telling the truth? Or was he merely a pawn in a far more intricate game? Who were these men in black? And what possible motive could they have for wanting Marie Barthélemy dead? Was this a local crime of passion? Or something far more sinister, reaching beyond the confines of this isolated village? The investigation took a darker turn when a hidden compartment was discovered in Marie's cottage. Inside, nestled amongst dried herbs and midwifery tools, was a small, leather-bound book. It was not a book of spells, as some had feared, but a meticulously kept journal, filled with detailed accounts of births, illnesses, and the secrets she had been entrusted with over the years. But one entry stood out, chillingly prophetic. I fear the long arm of the Brotherhood. They seek to silence those who know too much. The brotherhood? What brotherhood? Further digging revealed that Marie had been providing clandestine medical care to women from a nearby Protestant community, a community actively persecuted by the Catholic Church, who she silenced not for practicing witchcraft, but for defying religious authority. And if so, was the Church itself involved in her death, orchestrating a clandestine execution to send a message to others who dared to defy their power?